Hi everyone, good morning, Merry Christmas. I hope everyone is doing well today. This is going to be a part two for Jackson Wang. I got a little bit of backfire because of what I said about him being bi. And so I wanted to give you guys some clarification and see where you guys think of it, and even if you don't like it, you guys can keep your opinions to yourself. I'm just doing a tarot reading. I don't know Jackson Wang. I don't know him personally, but when I do a tarot reading, I'm not just interpreting cards. I'm actually seeing the subconscious. I'm actually tapping into his subconscious mind, reading the energy, however you want to put it. That's what psychics do. That's what tarot readers should be doing. And it's not pushing a narrative, it's just seeing the very core, almost like seeing like what his truest desires are. It's almost that kind of way. But yeah, so I'm going to do another reading for Jackson Wang. When I say he's bi, or if I say anyone is bi or gay or LGBT, it is not, that is what I am seeing. Like, he wants to experiment. He wants to see where that leads him. He wants to see where that takes him. He can get married to a woman. Period. There's a lot of gay or bisexual people that get married to the opposite sex. They have a family, but they have gay tendencies. Like they'll go, like, you you saw the whole P Diddy thing. A lot of people will put a front that they are straight, that they have a wife, that they have kids, right? To kind of please their audience. But on the side, they can have men, women, orgy, whatever you want to think. Like, they can have their side piece. Like, that happens. Um, a lot of men, like, if you go to, I mean, churches will have them. Like, there would be like people who were like, oh, this is my son, daughter, this is my wife. And on the side, he's like on Tinder looking for, a dude. Like, people do weird shit. People do weird shit. Like, it's crazy how far people will take things. So when I do these, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I do these tarot readings, they're completely unbiased. They're completely they're completely what I can see, at least in the next foreseeable future for like Jackson Wang. Like, if I say he's trying to move to the United States, or if he's trying to go somewhere else, yeah, I see that part of him, like, that he wants something different, that he wants something new. Whether it be sexually, whether it be musically, talent wise, or you know, in his craft. So, I'm just going to just go with it. But when I do these tarot readings, there is a sense of maturity, you guys. A lot of these people that you want me to do readings for, there is a sense here of, I have to be mature about it. I have to be kind of like above it. If you're not 18 and over, you probably should log off, because I'll probably be saying some things that you're like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get started. This is for Jackson Wang. I'll do a general, and I'll do a career, and I'll do love. I'm going to say this. What I pick up from Jackson Wang is obviously a few of you have commented on the last video and have said, oh, he never came out as bi. Of course he never came out as bi. I never said that he came out as bi. He could tell people, oh, I want to marry a beautiful woman, I want to end up, but he could still be, you know, people do weird things. People do shady things. Especially in that industry, you will have a wife and have a side piece. Like that is like you see all these rappers, they're cheating. They're cheating. They have side pieces. They have if you heard about the whole Cardi B Offset thing, you know, he went cheating on her again. Like, and it takes to be in an industry like the entertainment industry, it takes a lot of thick skin because it is, you might think you are the wife or you might think you are the husband, but you just never know who else is in the picture. All right. So I don't take this lightly when I say he's bi, but I don't think he's gonna come out as saying it. I think that in the back of his mind there's something there that wants to experiment on it. It doesn't mean he's gonna fully come out. It just means I want to try this, or I'll try this once, or I'll see where this goes once. You know, that's where he is, and obviously he'll never come out as saying it 100%. All right, so Jackson Wang, I'm gonna use my mystical moments tarot cards. Please don't take my tarot readings personally. I know that Army does this, a lot of these K-pop readings. Like, please don't take it personally. Like, if I say something adversely different from what you see, remember what you see as a fan is what the industry is trying to push at you. You don't see what's behind the scenes. You see exactly what they want you to see. And so you have a blind spot or a blind eye to, like, oh, he's gonna marry this kind of girl and he's gonna be with this kind of person. No, like, no, these are people. They have desires, they have dreams, they have fetishes, they have different kinds of things that go around, and you just never know, right? So, all right, so this is my Tarot of Mystical Moments deck. I'm using a whole different deck so that I can see a whole different kind of energy about him. So a general for Jackson Wang. Merry Christmas, by the way, you guys. It is December 25th, 2023. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'll probably do a collective reading later on. And yeah, just chilling today. I'm just chilling today, you guys. So for his general, he's got the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, the Moon, the Hierophant. And on the bottom, you got the Six of Swords. All right, here's what I'm getting for his general. He's definitely manifesting. He's definitely working hard. There's a lot of work here. He's trying to find, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's put a lot of effort into his aesthetic, into how he looks, into, I don't know if he's gotten plastic surgery, but he has put a lot of emphasis on the external, on his external world, on his looks, on his body, on his clothing, on how he presents himself to you, to the world. But he's also, but inside, he's kind of depleted. There is a sense here of, I will never look good enough, or I will never be good enough. And that is an issue with the beauty standards in Asia, is that the expectations are very high. When it comes to love, there is a part of him that is very, I want to say, a little bit stuck up. I'm not going to say he is stuck up, but he's a little bit, like, his nose is in the air a little bit. Like, he knows who he is, he knows what he brings to the table, which I hate that line. I know what I bring to the table. It's like, obviously, like, if you don't know by now, that's a deal breaker, you know? So it's like, I feel like he has the standard, because his standard, the expectations for him are high. His expectations for a partner is also very high, which leaves less room for error, which will probably keep him more isolated than not. And the reason why is because to have a partner, we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. You can have flawless skin, honey, but I guarantee you, you're gonna make a mistake or two in this life. You know, that's what life is all about. It's a learning process. But he is working on some things. I do feel like travel is a huge part in the near future for him. Traveling, and yeah, Five of Wands. Traveling, he's trying to strategize where things will go in his career. Give me one more card. Yeah, the Emperor. Four of Wands. And then you got the Ace of Cups on the bottom. He really feels like he would be happier. I don't want to say doing something else, but he wants to be happier probably in another country. He sees himself more prosperous and more happier somewhere on a different, probably like in the US, he'd probably feel happier here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like in the Seven of Wands, yeah, in the Two of Swords, definitely he's at a crossroads. He's like at a crossroads and he doesn't know where to go right now. It doesn't mean that he doesn't know what to do. It just means he has a decision that he has to make in terms of, should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? How do I elevate myself? Yeah, he's got a lot to learn. There's some things here. He does have some karma that he has to unravel or learn from. But the issue he's having is the same issue I said yesterday. There's too many talks around him. There's too many people giving him, oh, why do you have to go? Why do you want to move to another country? Why? And it's just little birds chirping in his ear telling him what to do. And there comes a point in every man's life not to listen to other people's opinions and do what you want to do. You know, he's an adult. If he wants to move, and he has a lot of money, if he wants to move, he can move. No one should stop him from doing what his heart desires, because I feel like there's something about him that's pent up. It's very he does a good job suppressing, and he does a good job looking good, but he will need to at some point release that suppression is what I'm getting. All right, so I'm just gonna do 6 cards for his career. Very short reading. Jackson Wang for his career. And I'll do his love. 6 cards, please, for Jackson Wang and his career. Very short. 4 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Oh my God. 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 4. 4 is a huge number for him. Synchronicities. Judgment. 9 of Cups. 9 of Wands. Just from these cards alone, where he currently is in his career, he's not getting what he wants. He feels as though Judgment and the 4 of Wands. He feels as though he's doing too much and not getting as much recognition as he wants to get. I feel like the ones who are getting the recognition or the ones getting the money are the industry people, the workers, the managers, the producers. They're the ones getting what they want, but he is not really getting what he wants. Four of Cups. He's not really getting the opportunities that he wants. He has everything he needs. He's very wealthy, but he's not getting what he wants. You know, when you do, like, for example, if he does like a music video and gets paid $1 million, I'm just throwing a number out there, and he gets paid $1 million, that $1 million is gonna dwindle down because you gotta pay your managers, you gotta pay your producers, you gotta pay your makeup people, you gotta pay your the filmmaker, you gotta pay the editor, you gotta pay, like, I feel like there's something here where it's almost like he's being burned out because, you know, in that industry, you might say, oh, he made 100K in one day or something like that. But you don't know how quickly that 100K, $100,000 kind of goes. So he feels a little bit burned out. He definitely wants something new. The Four of Pentacles. And he wants to save money. He wants to find stability and to save money. I feel like he's not someone who wants really a simple life, but he wants a life that is simpler. He doesn't want a simple life. Like, I'm not saying he's going to buy a farm or something like that, or, you know, milk cows or whatever. But what I'm saying is he wants a simpler way of doing things. I think he's been doing a lot for others. Again, what I said yesterday, he's been doing a lot for everyone else, giving back. He does this for the industry. He does this for appearances. He does this, you know, you look at his calendar, he's doing X, Y, and Z. Like, he's fully booked everywhere he goes. He needs some time for himself. And he wants to adjust to a different kind of life. Give me 3 more cards, please, for his career. Eventually, he's going to just go into fashion. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. He's strategizing, he's figuring out. I think he's got people around him. What is the cost of living? What is this? What is that? And he wants to just be financially stable. I think he might, I'm not saying he's ending music completely in the near future, but I'm saying he might go more into fashion is what I'm seeing. Fashion is a big part of him. All right, his love and sex. Love and sex. The Chariot. 3 of Swords. Ace of Cups. And the Devil. Just by those 4 cards alone, the Chariot, 3 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Devil, he has some issues he has to resolve when it comes to love. emotional issues when it comes to love. I feel like he was given a, I don't want to say he was like the favorite kid or something, but I feel like growing up, he was given like so many opportunities. And I don't know, he feels like it would hurt his family if he ever came out. But I do feel like he is going to. I do feel like a strong sense of moving to another place. Very strong there. Yeah, the tower. Page of Wands. The Lovers. The Emperor. The Star. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Pentacles. If he is, I don't know if he's dating someone right now. I'm seeing a female. You know, when you can date both genders if you want, but if he's dating a female right now, that's not gonna end good. It's not gonna last. It's already kind of like on the rocks. The tower. It's already on the rocks. His issue is he needs someone who can handle him. He has to make sure that everyone's doing their job. He needs to go home and have someone who knows how to handle him. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jackson Wang, he can be an emotional roller coaster. There's emotions, there's a lot of emotions that run high. Remember, we control our emotions don't control us. If we let our emotions control us, you end up slashing tires, you end up in prison, you end up doing crazy shit when you let your emotions run you. And he is at a place where he wants to just be emotionally stable and not have too many people around him telling him how to do it, because they're running high with emotions too. Their energy is high. The people who are around him, he needs to be careful with who he lets around him, because they're running high on emotions and you don't know if their intentions are actually good. They might seem beautiful. Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Eight of Swords. It might seem nice to be with this person, or it might seem nice to think that being with someone like this would be good. It looks good on paper. You've ever heard that saying? It looks good on paper. But inside it's like, whew, there's a lot. It's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of drama. If he is in a relationship right now, there is a little bit of love there, but I don't feel like it's gonna last. It's just, there is, I'm not gonna say there's love and they're both in love. I feel like if he's dating a girl, this girl is trying to marriage. Like she's trying to marry, and he's like, I don't know if I really want to do that right now. What are you gonna do? Stick around? Like, if a woman wants to date you and it's like she wants marriage, I mean, he's not ready for that. He's not ready for that. Give me 3 cards, please, for his love. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 28 or 29. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Hanged Man. 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. If he's in a... honestly, like, what he wants is a friends with benefits. He's literally not sure if he wants to stick around with whoever he's hanging out with. And I do feel like there are other things at play here. Like, he has to come into realization with who he is sexually, sexual orientation, and everything. He's not going to come out and say it. Of course not. Why would he do that? It would disappoint a lot, half of his fan base. Sexual orientation and whatever you got for Jackson Wang. I'll tell you, people in that industry, they do the most. They will do the most. They will... And no country or no person is immune to it. Like, people will cheat in that industry. Like, of course. It's been going on since the start of the industry, since the turn of the century. And for people to come on my comments and say, he never came out, he wants to marry, like, and I'm not promoting that he should be doing it, but I'm saying, when a man like him gets everything he wants in this life, of course he's gonna want his cake and eat it too. He can get married to a woman, that's fine, but just so you know, he has a side piece in the back door. You know what I mean? Like, you have to understand that this is part of the lifestyle. It's just so interesting how, especially with the K-pop fandom, like, how, I don't want to say innocent, but how demanding and how forceful the fandom is on a certain narrative, when the artist, him or herself, is actually a completely different person than what they portray. Like, it's acting. It's acting, you know. Jackson Wang, 8 of Wands. I'm just saying it in the most realistic way as possible. You know, it's not Disney. This is not Disney World. You know what I'm saying? This is not, this is an industry where there's a lot of good things and a lot of things that, you know, that fuck with us. You know, even for me, they put us in a matrix, in like a visual, that this is who this person is, and they're completely different. I was very shocked because I used to really love the Backstreet Boys. And one of my favorite Backstreet Boys was Nick Carter, who was Aaron Carter's older brother. And I found out that he had a bunch of, like, later on, like, as a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, I just was in love with them, enamored with them, like fan base, everything. I went to their concerts. Um, they even sang happy birthday to me at one point. But like later on, like 20, 25 years later, to see that Nick Carter had a list of sexual assaults blew my mind. I was like, no way. Paris Hilton dated him for a while. And she said, oh, he was like one of the most abusive people I've ever met. It was just, I was just so. But you see, when I'm like 13, 14, I will perceive him to be a certain kind of way, to be a gentleman, to be not a creep. But then when you get older, you're like, holy shit. This whole shit with Puff Daddy and all these like parties that he's been throwing. Insane. 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 Anyway, I digress. I'm going to go for this is Eight of Wands, Jackson Wang, King of Swords. You would never think. Knight of Cups. Justice. Two of Cups. The Magician. Ace of Cups. Eight of Cups. So you got the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. And the Star. Alright. He's a very smart man. Jackson Wang is very smart. He's not just smart, he's very strategic. This is chess. When everyone else is playing checkers, this is chess. When it comes to his sexuality, there's a part of him that, yes, he wants to explore that. To start with the Eight of Wands, he wants and end with the Nine of Cups. He wants to explore that. There's a side of him that wants to explore a different side of life. Okay. He just wants to try it. If he wants to try it, cool. He doesn't have to stick with it. There was a time for me personally when I dated girls, then when I dated women, but it didn't last. It lasted for about like 2 years. I'm pretty much straight as a ruler right now. You know what I mean? Like, but he wants to explore that side of him. He will never come out as bi. He will never come out as LGBT. I think socially he is a lot more liberal, especially since how he was raised was pretty strict. I feel like socially he's a lot more liberal. And he just wants to explore that. He would love to explore that and just see where it goes. Give me one card. Yeah, the Moon. It's subconscious. It's subconscious in his mind. It's in the back of his mind. Like, I'd love to just see what it would be like. And that's all. It could only just be that. It doesn't mean that his whole sexual orientation is going to be bi or gay or LGBTQ. It just means I just want to see what that lifestyle is like, and then I'll make a decision, you know. But it's subconscious. He will never come out and say it. It is all secret. It lies underneath the surface. And he won't say it because it's going to screw up his fan base. They're a lot less lenient in Asia when it comes to this kind of thing. Give me one more card. Yeah. 10 of Wands and the King of Swords. Again, you got King of Swords twice. He does really want to, he really wants to see where that would take him, but he knows it would be a burden. It would be a burden to him, his fans, his family, his personal life. He's not ready to give up, to live a life like that, to live an alternative lifestyle. You do risk giving up something in your life, your family, your friends, your your people who are around you who thought you were a different person. I had a friend, I'm going to tell you this. I had a friend who got married, and she's a white girl. She got married to a black guy. And she literally looked at me and she said, Tosca, will you be one of my bridesmaids? All my friends left me because they found out I was marrying a black guy. Like racist shit like that. Like, that's awful. And I said, of course I'll be in your wedding. Like, why would I not do that? And it's, you risk whenever you do something different, whenever you do something outside the box, whenever you want to try something new, it becomes a burden because you know you're going to have to let go of certain people in your past. Yeah, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah. He's going to, I really feel like he needs something. He needs a change. There's something here, especially when he got 444. He needs something different in his life. Everything he's ever done was parallel to what his parents wanted him to do, or what he should have shown his fans. Like, he's showing his fans that he's a certain way, that he's all buttoned up and he's all like, oh, I'm fashion everything, and I'm clean, I'm cut, I'm everything. But in his mind, especially when it comes to his sex, like, it's just, he doesn't know yet. But he needs something different because he needs someone who's not going to judge him, not going to talk smack about him, you know, not let the press know. Like, maybe one more card. You know, don't always. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I want to see what my options are. I want to see what I, what they have to offer me, you know. I want to see what he definitely has that feeling about him. Like, I want to know what this person has to offer me. Would it be better for me to be with this person, or would it be better for me to be with her or with him? Like, what do I do? But he will never come out and say it. Obviously, he won't come out and say it. He will lose his following. Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords. If he's with someone right now, this person I'm telling you, if he's dating a woman right now, this woman is obsessive. She's obsessive. She's too demanding of his time, too demanding of his lifestyle. It's not going to work out. It's very superficial. It's not really love. It's just whatever. Give me one card. Just give me one card. The Moon. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Cups. He wants someone he can work with. He wants someone that understands him. He wants someone who's not going to judge him. He's got enough people judging him in the press, on social media. He wants someone who can actually just be there for him. Not someone who's going to always, I don't know, like ask for favors or ask for this or I don't know, just a lot. Queen of Swords. See how the Queen of Swords, he's looking for options outside of where he is. He needs that. He needs that. And I think that's what this whole like reading, I just want to give you guys some clarity about this whole Jackson Wang reading. Like, people will make their own decisions. Ultimately, we have free will. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't have to watch my videos. It's 40 minutes long. Like, why would you stick around and watch? But I wanted to give you guys some clarity that in this industry, they will present themselves a certain way to you, especially someone like Jackson Wang. He will show you he will play the narrative. Of course. He will show you, oh, posh, I live a nice life, I have nice cars, I make music videos, I do my own choreography, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have things that he wants to explore. You know, doesn't mean that he doesn't have things he wants to see. He wants to see something different. And I think that's why he feels a little bit out of place right now. There is a sense here where he does feel out of place. Because he's not Korean, he's not K-pop, but he's also like Hong Kong, I think. So he's not Chinese either. He doesn't know where he belongs in this whole realm of K-pop. He doesn't know where he belongs in this whole thing. So he has to make his own way. And with that being said, he might also be considering other means of being with someone. You know, someone who's more aligned to him. And if that means being bi, fine, be bi. If he really wants to be straight, be straight. He will never come out and say it. You know, the Asian community, they'll cause a hissy fit when it comes to that, you know. But there's definitely a part of him that wants to just see or experiment or see what that life is like. Doesn't mean he has to stay in it for the rest of his life. But to think that, oh, he'll never come out. He only came out and he said he wanted to marry a woman. Do you think that means a fucking thing? There are people, preachers, who are married to women. Preachers, like in churches, in religious institutions, who will say and preach the word of God and cheat on their wife with a man. I've seen it. I'm in Atlanta. This is the Bible Belt of the United States. I've seen people do hypocrisy, like do dumb shit like that. So it's not out of the ordinary for someone like Jackson Wang, who is a famous pop star, who is very successful, to want his cake and eat it too. All right, so this is the Angel Answers Tarot deck. 3 cards. What do you want my viewers to know? I'm just being very realistic, you guys. I've always been this way. I've been realistic. Whenever I do my BTS readings, no bias. I don't even listen to Jackson Wang's music. I don't even listen to that. I don't even listen to him. I don't even listen to BTS like that. You know. It's funny how with Jungkook, I said he's completely straight. And there are people who will comment and says, no, he's a fucking, like, he's gay, and they'll say he's gay all the time. But then with Jackson Wang, I was the complete opposite. Give me 3 cards, please. Peaceful resolution for Jackson Wang. Be assertive, yeah. He needs to cut through the noise. That's what I'm getting. He needs to cut through the noise. I'm hearing a very high pitch right now, like, He needs to cut through the noise. He needs to do what's best for him. The situation will improve. Listen to your intuition. He's got people who will help him, and no need to worry. On the bottom, he's going to be successful. And then you have on the top, there's something better. Whenever I see there's something better, I feel like he is yearning for like a change in his life. He's yearning for a change in his world. Yeah, he's not gonna stop. And not the right time. It's not the right time for him to come out to say certain things. What did I say? Yes. He is. Yes. I honestly, like, you guys, you can say whatever you want about me. You can criticize how I read. I don't give a shit, really. You don't have to watch my videos. But yes, I do feel like there is a part of him that is bisexual. Like, I'm just seeing that. He doesn't have to act on it. He doesn't even have to ever date a guy. He doesn't even have to come out and say it, but there's something about him where he wants to, it's almost like it would be nice to be able to see where that goes or experiment. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, I would suggest if he's actually thinking that, he should actually try and see if it's right for him. See if that kind of life is right for him. Because if it's not right for him, he can go the other way. Love and light, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. This is a very interesting reading, but I wanted to give you guys more clarity. So, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day, and love and light.